bend your knees, hold the back of your head. Lengthen the neck a little more. Release. We're going to bring the fingertips back down to the ground. Inhale with a flat back halfway up. Exhale, fold again. We're going to come up to standing, floating the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And one of the things we're going to do is focus on Mula Bandha here, just because we're going to do a few balance poses. So when you contract the muscles, it's almost like somebody's going to punch you in the stomach and you tighten your stomach, like you're going to sit on a chair. So I want you to hold the muscles of the pelvic floor as if you're going to sit in a chair. That's your first thought. You're going to shift the weight onto your left foot and just lift the right foot off of the ground. Maybe you find a focus point you can look at, but you're trying to hold the pelvic floor so the belly is not moving back and forth while you're standing here. Keep the heart open, face. Get a little more stable if you can, and we're going to bend the right knee. Just take it back behind you and see if you can take your right hand and grab your ankle. If not, just bend the knee and float where you are. If you can grab the ankle, grab the ankle. And push the toes away so you flex a little more. If it's too much, just keep one toe on the ground or keep one finger on a wall. You're allowed to adapt here. Make the standing leg stronger. Stay with the breath. One more. Then see if you can tip forward a little more. So your ankle's going to change. Standing leg's getting tired. Okay. Tired. Breathe. One more breath. We're going to come in a slow intake. Gracefully. Place the foot back down. Chin through the hand back. Notice the warmth and tingling in your left foot. Standing leg is tired now. You've moved energy there. Just pay attention to that for a little bit. It's about letting energy expand. Now you notice. Better you get at noticing energy, here it is, giving direction. Bring your attention back. We're going to engage muscles in the pelvic floor. So we create a stable core. You're going to imagine you're sitting in a chair and you're going to hold the belly when you do that. It doesn't move back and forth as you breathe. When you shift your weight onto your right foot, you can always have your toe on the ground or finger on the wall here, but if you can, just lift the foot from the ground. Maybe the toe taps up and down if you can. But you're also making the standing leg stronger. My right ankle and my left, so I'm going to adjust a little more. I have to find an option that works. And then if you want, bend the knee and see if you can grab the ankle. You don't have to. What works today? The right arm does what you need to keep in balance. Stay with the breath. Forward. Pull out, try and come back for a few more breaths. Okay to fall. We're going to come back slow, gracefully. Place the foot back down. Turn the thumbs out, lift the chest, open the mouth. With the exhale, notice the energy. And by song. Face the jawline, keep it in front. The energy in your hand. And I want you to reach with your right arm as if you're trying to touch the ground beside you. Side stretch, then come back up on an inhale. And reach. Not leaning forward or back, just with the left hand. Try to back up. Down a few times, but keep the length as if you're reaching out of your hips. Up the time. Back to the center. Have your feet go a little wider than your hips, maybe about as wide as your mat. Arms are out to the sides. Let's turn the thumbs up. Take a little bend in your knees. And I want you to twist to the left. And inhale back to the center. Twist to the right. And inhale back to the center. You're going to keep your arms as much as you can in sort of like a stick. Bend in the knee. They go with you. Have room around you. Now, the arms are now still tight, but we're going to let them loosen up a little bit. Your arms are going to flop up over your shoulder and onto your back. So your back arm hits your kidney, your right arm hits up over your shoulder. Kidneys are holding on to fear. Fear causes a lot of tension in the shoulders and the stomach. We want to try and loosen that up. One arm goes up over your shoulder. Do that. Going from Qigong. 3, 2, 1. And just come back to the center. You can feel the energy sensation in the arms. Roll to the front of the sit bones, lift the heart, lengthen the spine, open the mouth on the exhale. Don't lock the knees so that they can be a little bit bent. If you tend to hyperextend your knees, some people hyperextend their joints. One of the things that you can do, you can bring your feet a little closer together. And what will prevent you from hyperextending your knees is if you rotate your thighs out. Just take a little bend in your knees and rotate your thighs a little bit outwards. And this is a way you can prevent yourself from hyperextending your knees if you do hyperextend. I can. So then the joint gets weak because you push it too far in one direction. You want to keep equal pressure around the joint. A tiny bend or not locking the leg back, especially if you hyperextend. Keep that pose. You're going to lift your arms up just above your shoulders and just let them drop. So the exhale is down, and just swing. You can get a little bounce in your knees if you want. Also a way to run energy into the hands if you have arthritis. Help to run energy into the fingers, or just getting a centrifugal force, which moves energy. Also makes your arms stronger without having to lift weights. Your arms get strong because of the amount of energy running through it, and not because of the amount of weight you can lift or how big the muscle is. Go in. We're going to do it for a little bit longer, just sort of see if you can make it almost a meditation. If you're just in a bit of a flow. For the neck and shoulders here. Releasing any tension, allowing it to flow out the fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Now come back, just let the arms float down. You're going to have the elbows bent slightly. Roll to the front of the sit bones. Shift the hips back, though. This energy, keep the elbows bent with the hand palms facing down. Feel energy in your hand. I want you to notice the energy and shift a little to the right foot as you twist to the left. I'm not telling you, don't think too much about it. Just sort of let yourself softly start to twist from left to right without too much thought. Just feel if you would shift your weight a little from one side to another. As if your hands are skimming over the top of water. Watching the ripples of water. You can feel the energy. Let's let the hand palms face each other now, as if you can feel the energy between your hands. Now your hand palms are facing each other. You're still shifting a little from left to right. And you can slowly start to bring your hands a little closer, see if you can start to feel the energy between them. Or maybe you pull them back out again. So you start to be able to manipulate this ball of energy in front of you by squeezing it a little closer or taking the hands a little far apart. And then I want you to take that ball of energy, your hands are at least shoulder width apart, and you're going to lift that ball of energy up over your head. Lengthening up, open the heart, a little bit of a back bend here. Neck is not too far back, it's just neutral. You can feel the energy between your hands, and what I want you to do is just open the arms sideways now. You still have a little bend in the knees, and so that ball of energy just pours down over your full body. Your aura, energy, protection. Goes out up to 3 meters around your body. The more you open up into that energy, the more you protect, more information you have. And what we do, oddly, is when we are afraid, we pull in that energy field. And we become less protected. And then we feel everything that everybody else feels, and it pisses us off, and it annoys us. We're like, I got to protect myself. No, you protect yourself by making yourself bigger. I'll shut down. So inhale. Let's float the arms up. You can still feel the energy around you. This is what you want. We're going to fold forward on an exhale. You can bend the knees to get the fingertips to the ground. Inhale with a flat back, half lift. We're going to exhale, step back into a plank. You can put the knees down if you want. Go into a low plank, and we're going to rest on your belly.